Terence Breaks the Ice.
Yay, another pun in the title, because we all love those.
It was almost Christmas, and the tracks had become very icy.
Whoa!
The fields and trees were covered in snow, and there was ice on the pond. But none of that was of any concern to Terence. Terence is a crawler tractor with caterpillar tracks instead of wheels.
Terence is a fan service just put in here to make the older fans of the show happy. Additionally, Terence looks ugly in CGI. I don't really know exactly what I hate about him, but he is just so gross. I can't really put a finger on it.
He was working with the woodsman. They were cutting down trees to take to Tidmouth for the Christmas market.
Hi, Terence.
Hello, Thomas.
Are these all my trees?
We're just collecting a few more. Won't be long now. I see you're wearing your snowplow.
Well, it's very snowy out here. Not that you've ever been bothered by snow and ice. Your caterpillar tracks are proving as useful as ever.
Oh, now they're useful, eh? You didn't seem to think so when we first met, remember?
Ooh, a callback to the classic series. This could be good.
Hello, I'm Terence. I'm ploughing.
I'm Thomas. I'm pulling a train. Oh, what ugly wheels you've got.
They're not wheels. They're caterpillar tracks. I can go anywhere.
Oh my gosh, what is Terence doing?
Rails.
He's going crazy.
See? It's easy when you have caterpillar tracks.
I don't want to go anywhere. I like my rails. I didn't realize your wheels were useful then.
And as I recall, you also didn't realize your snowplow was useful then either.
I don't like this nasty weather, Annie.
Neither do I, Clarabelle. Thomas, maybe you should go back for your snowplow.
Just to be safe.
I don't need that heavy, uncomfortable plow. Snow is silly soft stuff. It won't stop me. Cinders and ashes! I'm stuck!
Oh really? I hadn't noticed.
I'll have to stay here till I'm frozen solid. Oh, what a silly engine I am.
But it was lucky snow never bothered me, and I was able to come to your rescue, Thomas.
That's not how it happened in the classic series. Everybody knows Terence pulled away Annie and Clarabelle first, then came back for Thomas. Automatic 0 out of 10. I'm just kidding. It's more like a 1 out of 10.
Splendid, and I'll never call them ugly again.
And I hope you'll wear your snowplow in future. Remember, you have to be sensible.
If you want to stay safe.
That was really random. How did Thomas know what Terence was gonna say? Is this like a common phrase that I've just never heard before?
Ever since that day, I've always worn my snowplow in bad weather.
That's the rest of the trees for Tidmouth, Thomas.
Those trees are stacked really high, like above Thomas's cab. That seems safe.
Yes. Oh, very nice, Thomas. And perfect for the Christmas market. Where's the big tree for Ulstead Castle?
What big tree, sir?
Didn't I ask you to bring back a really huge tree for the Earl's Christmas fair?
You never said anything about that, sir.
Oh, no. I must have forgotten to mention it. Oh, the Earl loves to have an enormous Christmas tree that he can decorate with tinsel and lights and...
Don't worry, sir. As soon as I've unloaded this lot, I'll go back and ask the woodsman to find the biggest tree in the forest.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. That would be marvelous.
That little thought bubble thing they did with the Fat Controller was pretty unexpected, and in my opinion, pretty stupid.
Oh, you be careful out there, Thomas. There's more snow on the way.
Don't worry, sir. I'm wearing my snowplow. Whoa! Phew! I really do need to be extra careful in this weather.
Are you back for more trees, Thomas?
Just one very big tree for Ulfstead Castle, please, Terence.
Ah, I know where there's an enormous tree. Just over there, on the other side of the pond.
Oh, don't go over the pond, Terence. The ice might not be strong enough.
I told you, Thomas. Snow and ice don't bother me with my caterpillar tracks.
Okay, so Terence is just becoming another one of those stupid characters that make stupid decisions. You know, in the classic series, Terence actually had a little bit of sense, and I thought we'd get to see more of that here, but I guess not.
Oh, look at me! See? I can go anywhere!
Terence, the ice isn't safe!
You can tell they're trying to make this episode so epic and dramatic, but they're just failing hardcore.
Terence, go back! Go back! The ice is cracking!
Don't worry, I'm almost at the other...
Reminiscent of the Polar Express. I love the way these two guys react. Instead of like running to go help, they just stand there and scream and point like anyone in the 21st century does nowadays.
Terence!
Thomas! Oh! 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 Thomas!
Quick! Go get help! That will take too long! Get some chains! I'll pull them out!
Why in the world does Thomas's driver just have a long chain stashed away in Thomas's cab for no apparent reason? You know, other than the obvious plot convenience. That was impossible. Chain misses first time for added dramatic effect. Sort of like the Adventure Begins chase scene, but a whole lot less exciting. But seriously, this dude's like literally a foot away and he can't even hook it up. Like, that's pretty sad.
Get back! Get back! He's sinking!
No! Thomas! That's it!
I have a major complaint with this scene, and that is that Terence is able to rev his engine and spin his wheels or caterpillars or whatever you want to call them when he clearly has no driver. That is reminiscent of Misty Island Rescue, and I just can't stand for that. That's disgusting.
Almost there! I'm sorry, tree! I'm sorry!
Why are you apologizing to a tree, you idiot?
Oh, Thomas?
I was originally going to complain about how in this scene Terence is cold and needs a blanket to keep him warm, and then I remembered the classic series episode A Scarf for Percy, in which Percy complained about being cold and needed a scarf to keep his funnel warm, so I decided against the complaining because I feel like that would be hypocritical. So although seeing Terence with a blanket coiled around him looks really stupid and makes me very angry, I'm not going to complain about it.
Are you okay?
Yes, I thought I was being clever and I could go anywhere with my caterpillar tracks. I should have listened to my own advice. You have to be sensible if you want to stay safe.
Gee, I wonder what the moral of this episode is. They're certainly not shoving it down our throats this time.
I'm sorry I lost the Earl's tree, sir.
It's more important that you are safe, Terence.
I am, thanks to Thomas.
Oh, look! I think the Earl's ready now.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. Time to turn on the Christmas lights. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I really expected them to have Thomas say the number 1 instead of 2 because he is, after all, the number 1 engine, which is like his only defining quality anymore.
1! Oh, it may be small, but it's very beautiful. Thank you, Terence. Thank you, Thomas. And a very Merry Christmas to you all.
Ah, what a predictable ending to a mediocre episode. So what do I have to say about the episode? Well, as I already said, it's mediocre, it's not great, it's not bad. I'd say the only notable thing about this episode is they brought back Terence, a beloved classic series character for many people. It was a total act of fan service. The entire point of this episode was the writers trying to get us older fans to like them by just handing us an old character and hoping we'd just accept it wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, that's just what Season 21 seems to be. A whole bunch of shameless fan service. That's really all it is. Okay, that rant out of the way. The only other thing I want to talk about is the flashback scene when they go back and recreate the episode Thomas, Terence, and the Snow. They didn't have to do that. If I wanted to watch the episode Thomas, Terence, and the Snow, I'd watch the episode Thomas, Terence, and the Snow. You know what's really sad is it's like 30-something years after that episode debuted, and I still like the original form of it better than the CGI recreation. That episode is from the 1980s, and it still looks better than the CGI Thomas we're getting today. And I'm not complaining about, the CGI animation studios. I'm just saying my opinion is model Thomas is better than CGI Thomas any day. So that's all I have to say about this episode. As you can probably tell, I don't really like it. There's literally nothing in it that is exceptional, notable, other than that Terence returns, and he returned and he was a terrible character anyways. So I'm going to give this episode 4 out of 10. That's what it deserves. It's not great by any means. It's not the worst thing I've ever watched. That's all I gotta say. See you later next time, guys. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave your comment down below of what episode I should critique next. And with that being said, this is the Impertinent Scallywag 64 signing off.